Hello everyone, it's Natalie, and today is the start of a whole week's worth of reading. And I'm really excited because I have a pretty good lineup. My priority is once again Muse of Nightmares. I did have to put it down for finals, but I have since moved back home and I've recovered. I've gotten back into my reading mindset, so I am glad to finally be able to pick this up again. I did participate in the 24-hour readathon hosted by Rachel Marie, Book Junkie, and Sophisticated Books yesterday, and it ended just a few hours ago. I did get to read enough that it put me over the 40% mark, and so I think I will be able to finish this by Wednesday. The next book I'm going to read this week is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. Melanie from @Mel2the on Instagram is hosting a readathon, read-along discussion sort of thing December 17th through the 19th. And the chapters are spread out over the days, so I'm definitely going to have time after finishing each set to get to Muse of Nightmares. So yeah, I'm going to read and finish this. I'm going to finish Muse of Nightmares, and then I want to start on the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I'm going to start my marathon reading of this. I have read the first 3 books, but I've never gotten to Winter, so I'm going to reread the first 3 books as a recap, and also it's been a while since I've read them. I will most likely not finish this whole series in this week because the books get progressively longer as the series goes on. I think Winter's like 800 pages or something, but I'm hopefully going to get at least through Cinder and Scarlet. I have a busy week ahead of me, full of reading, super fun. Also going to be traveling this weekend, starting Friday, I think. We're going to my grandparents', so the 3-hour drive there should give me plenty of time to read, unless I fall asleep, which usually happens. I just had a piece of fuzz on my nose that whole time. I'm going to make some tea and go read, and also test out a new blanket. I didn't get any reading done yesterday. My mom came home, we ended up doing some baking, and then all my spare time that evening was spent catching up on the gazillion YouTube videos I missed during finals. But I am definitely going to read today. Today starts the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe read-along, and I'm supposed to read chapters 1 through 6. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm about to go into the kitchen and make some hot chocolate and settle down for a read. Still have to film a video and do some Instagram prep and wrap presents. Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Let's take one day at a time. But yeah, I'm about to go read. So I just got back from an orthodontist appointment a little while ago. I had to go get my retainer replaced because it broke, and it took a lot less time than I thought it would, but I still did get to read another chapter of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So I think I just have three or four chapters left for the second day's requirements of the read-along. I've been really enjoying it so far. It's bringing back all these childhood memories, and it's just one of those books that fills you with joy every time you read it. And it's been a while since I've seen the movie too. We actually own all three of them, so I'll have to do a bit of a movie marathon once I get done. I didn't get to make any progress on Muse of Nightmares last night. I am just about to go finish editing my video for today. I don't know why, but Christmas break has turned me into a giant couch potato. I thought with more time on my hands, I'd be more on top of my filming, maybe even get some stuff done early. Nope. What do? I film a bookshelf tour Monday afternoon, and it is a nightmare to edit. There's just so many little things to edit out. So I edited for about an hour last night, and I'm only halfway through the footage. So kind of not looking forward to that. I'll definitely be relieved when I get it uploaded. But for now, I have this gigantic mug of tea to get me through the rest of the editing process. Another reading update, I got through chapter 11 of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe last night, and I think I found my favorite chapter so far. It actually happens to be that very last chapter, chapter 11. And at that point, everyone's starting to go towards the stone table to meet Aslan. And because he's come back, the White Witch's power is starting to weaken. And the eternal winter that she placed over Narnia is literally melting into spring in this chapter. And something C.S. Lewis does amazingly well is his descriptions. They are so clear. You can visualize these scenes so easily. You can practically see them right in front of you as you read it, and it's just so beautiful. I also made progress on Muse of Nightmares, finally. I'm about halfway at this point. I probably am not going to be able to reach my goal of finishing it by today unless I stay up really late. It's continuing to get better. It's still kind of slow, and all the pieces are coming together slowly, bit by bit. I last read it, I think that was Saturday. I had some assumptions about the Ellens and Minya, and they were partly correct. There are still some parts that haven't been revealed or I'm not quite sure of, but like I said, all the pieces are slowly coming together, and I'm excited to see the finished picture. I still have the same concerns that I had in my first Muse of Nightmares reading vlog about not getting the side characters as much, especially the God Spawn, and just balancing between all the different timelines and perspectives. But yeah, I plan on finishing Narnia today. Today's the last day, and I'm really excited about that. I also need to wrap presents still. Maybe get to some more Muse of Nightmares, and I'd like to take some time to start back at piano. It's been a while since I last played because college kept me so busy, but now that I actually have time, I'd like to get back to it, and I think Christmas carols might be the place to start. So it's the last day of the vlog, and I realize I haven't vlogged at all for yesterday or today because it's been pretty busy. Friday, after I did some reading and getting lunch with my mom, I went to see the new Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, and I think I have a new favorite video. It was so good. I really liked how they chose to animate it in like a comic book art style. I thought that was really cool, and I loved the characters and the storyline, and the action scenes were so seamless. Music, the soundtrack was really good too. So if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. Friday night, we spent traveling to my grandparents. Saturday, we did an early Christmas with my dad's parents and that whole side of the family in Alabama. I got to see my younger cousins, and we played with them all afternoon, and it was really fun. And now we are in Mississippi, staying with my mom's parents. Spent the day like cooking and baking with my grandma, and we're going to help her finish wrapping presents later. It's just been really great spending time with family. My grandparents got a new puppy too, a little dachshund puppy, and they named her Daisy. She's so cute and she loves squeaky toys. It's been a while since they've had a dog. Their last one died a few years ago, and she was like another child to them. So it was really hard when they had to put her down, but it's so great seeing how happy Daisy makes them. As for reading, since that is what this vlog is about, I finally finished Muse of Nightmares. Just as a wrap up, I loved The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I need to revisit the rest of the series. I also wanted to watch the movie, but I wasn't able to. Maybe I can do that after we get back from our Christmas travels. I almost forgot, but I have reached my Goodreads goal. I set it for 30 books, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe marked the last one. And I also finished Muse of Nightmares earlier today. I would have finished it last night, but I got really tired and we had to wake up early for the Christmas church service. A lot of stuff happened in the second half of that book, and there's been a lot of emotions. I'm definitely going to need time to think about it before doing any kind of review or rating for it. I started Cinder today. I'm a little over 100 pages in, I think. So far, I'm enjoying this reread. I really like the characters. They seem really clear to me. I do know some people who've read it have noted a lack of world building in the book, and I have picked up on that. You don't have a strong sense of place or how the world works. I'm also remembering from when I read the first 3 books years ago that Cinder was probably the least creative out of the retellings. In terms of the original fairy tale, it is following the plot fairly closely, but I'm still enjoying it. In all, I finished 2 books and I started a third. I was definitely overly ambitious at the start of this reading vlog. That tends to happen. I have all this time on my hands, and I think I'm gonna use a lot of it to read, and I don't. I didn't get to all the books I wanted to, but it's still been a really good reading week. I still got a fair amount of reading done, and I really enjoyed it, and that's what matters. And I completed my Goodreads challenge. Hope everyone enjoys their holidays and has a very Merry Christmas.